What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Dvdmania, where I talk about DVDs and Blu-rays I pick up over the course of 2 or 3 weeks. Now, it's actually been about a month, and I got a bunch of stuff here. A bunch of awesome stuff has come out, and some other stuff I just wanted to pick up because I had not seen it, and I was really interested. So, anyway, let's get straight into it. This first one, I got this actually off of Facebook from some dude on there. There's this group where you can trade and sell horror movies, and a lot of people have some really rare stuff. And I came across this one, and I remember watching this with my friend, and I really just wanted to get my own copy, and I got it here. And this is actually the 2-disc limited edition, special edition of The Darkness, the vampire version. Now this movie is really, really cool. Pretty low budget, but even then the special effects are amazing. There's a lot of blood in here. And this is basically about a town there's a small town, and these vampires are like walking around, like, you know, just killing people. But this is really, really cool. And there's one part at the end that's really, really cool. It has like these well, I don't want to ruin. Okay, I'm not gonna ruin it. But anyways, the point is, definitely check this one out if you can find it. There's a cheaper version of this. That's just like one disc. This one actually has like a second disc with like a documentary and there's other stuff on it, which is really cool. So I'm really happy to have this. This is The Darkness, and I have not watched this since I picked out this one, but I have watched it with my friend, and I remember absolutely loving it. So I'm really happy to have this one. This one's The Darkness. This next one, I picked this up at Fry's Electronics, and this was only $5, and I had never heard about it or anything. I thought the cover was really cool, and after watching it, it was actually pretty cool. I was pleasantly surprised. And this one's The Janitor. From Andy, I can't say his name, Signor, and TJ Nordiker. And this one's really cool, actually. This is very low budget. It's actually kind of like, it's like shot on video, but it's very bloody. And this one's about a janitor who he works with this other guy who is also a janitor, and he gets tired of working in that building, and this girl invites him to be the janitor at their sorority house. So he's like, cool, I'm going to do that. So he tells his buddy, and his buddy goes behind his back and becomes a janitor at that seniority house. And so he gets really, really mad, and he just goes on a killing spree. And it's really, really cool, very bloody. The special effects are awesome, and I'm really happy to have this. And it was really cool, man. The Janitor. Definitely recommend that one. The next one I want to talk about, I've never seen this one, but since Texas Chainsaw 3D came out, and I actually did not get to see it, but I heard it was pretty bad. I kind of like started collecting the Texas Chainsaw Massacres, and so I picked this one up first just because I've never seen it, and this was only like $3, and it was new, which is pretty cool. And this has Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey, and this is Texas Chainsaw: The Next Generation. And actually, I liked it. You know, a lot of people hate this one because Leatherface, he's like in drag, and I can see that. But Matthew McConaughey, he is crazy, man. This is really, really cool. The kills are pretty cool. Story is pretty cool. Very 90s. Even though this was made in 2003, it was very 90s, and it was really, really cool. I actually liked it. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but this one was pretty cool. And again, Matthew McConaughey, he's just awesome, man. Very crazy guy. Now it's on to the Blu-rays. And I actually got these at the end of December, early January, somewhere around there, where Best Buy had all their steelbooks for $10, and I had picked up the Superman one that I showed in my last video. But then I remember these two movies. One, my little brother really wanted to watch, and this other one, I kept seeing it. I had never watched it, and I never picked it up or anything. But I finally just picked both of them up. They're only $10, and they come in this really cool steelbook. Sorry if you can hear that train. But this one, actually, I've never seen this. You're going to be really surprised, too. I've never seen this movie. And this one was $300. I had never watched this until I picked this up. And it was freaking awesome, man. This movie was excellent. Really, really enjoyed this movie. I'm not going to talk about it. You should know this one. But this is a really cool steelbook. I like the back of it there. Really cool. Very happy to have this. And the Blu-ray looked pretty good, too. But this is an awesome movie. That was $300. And this next one, I was very surprised about this too. My brother said, he said I'd probably like it, And after watching it, I loved it. And this one has Denzel Washington, and this one is the Book of Eli, and it's basically about Denzel Washington. He's in a post-apocalyptic era, and he's just like walking around, in the desert, and he has this book, and he's trying to get. He keeps going west because he needs to get to this destination. I don't want to ruin it, to deliver this book, and there's people on the way that try to take the book from him in this small town, and he's awesome, man. Denzel Washington, he's great. He's such a great actor, and this one's really cool. I don't want to ruin it, but he has to go over these obstacles. He meets well, man, I can't even think of her name right now. Man, I can't even think of her name. I'm sorry, but oh man, it's really gonna bother me now. Who is it? Oh, Mila Kunis. He runs into her, and they become kind of like acquaintances, and she like helps him deliver his book there. There's a really cool twist at the end, and I really, really love this movie. Very good. The Book of Eli. The next one, I did not watch this in theaters, but I heard it was pretty cool. And when it came out, I had to pick this one up. This one has Bruce Willis, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who I'm starting to like. I really, really, really love him as an actor. He's such a great actor. And this one is Looper. This is a badass movie, man. I just have to say, this is an awesome, awesome movie. Really loved it. And it's kind of hard to explain, but basically in the future, if you're like a hired gunman, and you're called a looper because you stand in this one spot where they send people from the past through this loop, and when they get to present day, as soon as they get there, you kill them. And so basically, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he's there every day at the same spot, killing these people that get sent to him, and then he gets paid. And eventually, when they don't need your services anymore, they send the old you, and you kill yourself. And he realizes this, so he kind of like hesitates, and he gets away. And the whole movie is kind of like him chasing himself. It's very, very different, and very, very well done. Really liked it. If you haven't seen it, I really recommend this one. This one's Looper. These next two are actually Mill Creek titles. These are only $5 at Walmart, and this one a lot of people were looking for until this is like mass produced. It's kind of like those 8 film packs that had like Blood Diner and that, and those other ones. When this came out, everybody was trying to get it. It was really hot, but I found like 30 of them at this Walmart I went to, and I just picked this one. This one's When a Stranger Calls, and Happy Birthday to Me on Blu-ray. I watched When a Stranger Calls. It was pretty cool. It was okay, kind of slow, a lot of dialogue, but it was pretty cool. And Happy Birthday to Me, I've seen that one before. But this one is actually the one with the original soundtrack, the original score, and it was pretty cool. Very good movies. But yeah, I have nothing really bad to say about them. So yeah, When a Stranger Calls. And the next one, I had never seen these movies either, and these movies came out a long time ago. The first one has Kevin Bacon, and this is Hollow Man and Hollow Man 2 with Peter Fasinelli. I hope I said his name right. But anyways, the first one, I loved it. The special effects were really, really cool, and these actually look really good on Blu-ray for being Mill Creek titles. The second one, actually, I like the second one too. The special effects weren't as good, but they're pretty decent. But again, the first one was awesome. If you've never seen it, really recommend that one. Hollow Man. And this is actually the director's cut. I'm just seeing this right here on the back. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They show a lot of boobs though. This next one, I actually made its own video for this, but I watched through the whole thing, and this is the Simpsons 15th season. I watched through the whole thing, and the 15th season was made in 2003, 2004, somewhere around there. And it's still really, really funny. I found myself laughing in almost every single episode. And I love The Simpsons, and I will definitely continue to pick these up. But yeah, Automan. Very funny episodes in this one. Really recommend this one if you ever get a chance. As next one, I know the new one is coming out in February on Blu-ray and DVD. So I'm pretty sure I'll pick that one up. But this is the one from 2006, and this one is the video game adaptation or movie adaptation of the video game Silent Hill. And this was actually pretty cool. The like the special effects and like the zombies and creatures in this thing were awesome. This one's basically about this lady who her daughter like is kind of like sick, and she like sleepwalks or like walking out of like sleepwalks, and she takes her daughter to Silent Hill to try to get her help. But then all this crazy stuff starts happening, and her daughter gets like taken from her. So she's basically going through this movie trying to get her daughter back. The special effects are awesome though. This is really cool. I liked it a lot. Silent Hill. This next one is the same thing. When I picked up that other Texas Chainsaw, I saw this one for really cheap. This was only $10 I think on Blu-ray. And this one is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2003 remake. Yes, 2003. Right? Yes, 2003. This one has Jessica Biel, and this one's pretty cool. This is like another take on the first story, and it was pretty cheesy. The kills were really cool, very bloody. Special effects are nice, and the Blu-ray looked good. And hey, it has Jessica Biel, right? But yeah, this one's really cool. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. I'm not saying it's the perfect horror movie, but it wasn't a bad movie by any means. It's actually a pretty decent remake, and I liked it. This next one, this was really well done. This is a remake, actually, of the short made by Tim Burton. And this one is Disney's Frankenweenie. I saw this one in theaters, and I loved it. Plain and simple, I love this movie. Very good movie. It's in black and white. The Blu-ray, the video quality is stunning. It's serious. It looks amazing on Blu-ray. It's basically about this boy who his best friend is his dog, and it really relates to me because I love my dog. And anyways, his dog gets killed, and he brings him back to life, and he's trying to keep it a secret. People find out, and they're trying to like get him to get rid of the dog. And then his friends, there's like the science fair going on, and his friends, one of his friends, not his friends, one of his classmates finds out he brought his dog back to life, and they want to bring their pets back to life. But then something happens to where it's overdone, and all their pets, something happens to all their pets. I don't want to ruin it, but definitely recommend this one. Very, very good Disney movie, and I'm very happy to have this Frankenweenie. Now this next one is really cool. This is not a remake. It's just like another, based on a different comic of the same guy. And this one is Dread. And this movie was very, very well done. Absolutely love this movie. And it's basically about Dread. He goes into like this huge like apartment building complex, and because there's like this new drug, and he's trying to stop them from selling it, and then they kidnap one of his friends, who's also what's it called? A judge, and so he has to get to the top of the apartment complex to save them, and he's at the bottom, and they like put the whole complex on lockdown, like the ringleader or whatever. So he has to get to the top. A lot of gunfire, a lot of action, very well done, awesome movie, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed this movie. Very very, 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 very good movie. Highly recommended. This is Dread, and you won't be disappointed, I guarantee you. These next two are by Shout Factory, and I was really happy to finally see these come out. I've been waiting on these for a long, long time. And this first one is a documentary called I Am Bruce Lee. And if you follow me on Instagram, Jay Quick the Kid, I posted a picture when I got both of these. And I watched both of them. Man, this documentary is extremely well done. Very, very good documentary. I don't understand why Kobe Bryant is in it, or that guy from the Black Eyed Peas, or that one dancer. I don't. It's dumb. They're just like fans talking. But the point is, they actually have one of Bruce Lee's students, and a lot of his friends, and actually have his wife and his son talking about him, and a lot of footage of Bruce Lee, and it's very, very well done. Really loved it, and they also have really cool special features like his first Hollywood audition, Bruce Lee in action, like doing a bunch of like kung fu, and really, it's just really well done. It talks about his life, and it talks about his death, and it's really well done. Very happy to have this. I am Bruce Lee. Very good. This one, finally, these are coming out to Blu-ray. This one is Jackie Chan double feature of Crime Story and The Protector. Now, Crime Story, I've seen it. I did a video a long time ago about the DVD I got, the Dragon Dynasty one. But this one, I really got it just for The Protector. I had never seen that one. After watching it, it made me feel like, man, it's a Jackie Chan movie, obviously. He's in it. But you don't really see him like cussing or shooting people with a gun or boobs in any of his movie. And they show a lot of boobs. And he actually like he was dropping F-bombs. It was really, really funny to see Jackie Chan doing that, trying to be very, very serious about it. But there's a lot of action and a lot of crazy stunts, and I loved it, man. I loved The Protector. Very good movie. And Crime Story, very good movie too. And the Blu-ray transfer actually looked pretty good. There are some spots in The Protector to kind of, I mean, I know it's from, I mean, that movie's from 1989, or, I'm sorry, 1986, or 85, 1985. So, for the transfer they did, it looked pretty good. And I do recommend this. If you like action movies, Jackie Chan is the way to go, man. That's all I have to say. He is the king of action. I love Jackie Chan. I'm very happy to have this. Now these last two, this first one just came out this past week, and this one is Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena in End of Watch. All I have to say is this has become instantly one of my favorite movies of all time. Such a great movie. It's about Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a cop, and his partner is Michael Pena, and it's kind of like they use cameras from like, he has a little camera in his pocket. He's carrying a little camera. The camera from the dashboard of his car. It's kind of, the movie's kind of like that, and it's extremely well done. Very powerful movie. Very good movie. A lot of action. It's basically about Jake Gyllenhaal and his friend his partner Michael Pena. They like pull over this guy who has like this gold AK-47, and then they find all these drugs, and then they become wanted by this cartel. And they start busting more people, and it gets deeper. The story gets deeper, and I don't really want to ruin it because it's just, you have to see it because it's extremely, extremely well done. Very, very good movie. I highly recommend this one, and I'm extremely happy to have this. And this is End of Watch, and it was fantastic. That's all I have to say. End of Watch. This last one, I picked this one up. I heard this was coming out, but what I didn't know is actually this has Alonzo Ribeiro. Y'all know him as Carlton. He's in this movie. And this one is Ticks. This is a really cool movie. I had never seen this one. This is from 1993. This is put out by Olive Films, the same people that put out The Boogans. I showed that one previously. The only thing I don't like about Olive Films is when they put movies out, they absolutely have not one feature on them. It's just the movie. That's it. Plain and simple. The movie in HD. But this movie was awesome, man. Again, it's 1993, so you know the effects were very practical, and the ticks, the little bugs themselves, look cool. At the very end, well, I don't want to ruin it, but there's this one bug. He looks awesome. He's huge. He looks awesome. Seth Green is in this, and it's funny because Carlton, Alfonso Ribeiro, he's like this little gangster teenager guy. He's hilarious, man. There's one part is freaking hilarious. But this movie is really cool. I love this movie. This one has Seth Green, and pretty much it's about him and these other kids who are taken to the wilderness to try to get him, like, try to set him straight with these other teenagers. And there are these bugs who get it like on steroids, and they're ticks, obviously, and they start getting really big, and they start like hatching eggs and attacking them. It's really crazy. You know, it's almost over the top, but not but it's kept very serious. So it's really good. I really enjoyed this one, even though there's no special features on it at all. I mean, there's all there is commentary, but I mean, I think there could have been other stuff. But besides the point, this movie was really cool. Very happy to have this, and this one was Ticks. And that will do it for this DVD Mania. Thanks for coming by, guys, and I should have some pretty cool videos coming up after this one. Thanks for coming by. Subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't, Jake Quick the Kid. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you.